1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Showtime indeed, Mr. Shark. The switch-hitting center fielder stepping up to the dish. And the Bananas shortstop, Ryan Cox, the glove magician, joins us on the mic. Coxie, how are you doing tonight?
Fantastic, gentlemen. It's great to hear from you.
Oh, it's great to hear from you so early. You and the boys are at 198 trick plays on this year. Of course, you with your 71 pacing all fielders. And oh my gosh, 2 pitches into the game, we've got a foul out to a fan.
That was the most nonchalant out I've ever seen.
Just about zero reaction from the fans around him. But Hampton is out just like that.
A ridiculous play from the fans over there down the first base line. A hard hit liner off the bat of Reese Hampton, and all of a sudden you never see anybody juggling the ball whatsoever. A hand is raised up there, and there's the banana ball. And Noah Nisnik, back-to-back starts now where he's induced a foul out to a fan.
It was Bryson Bloomer in Mesa as Chase Acuff quickly behind 0-2. Now, Coxie, this has been a wild road trip for you guys. You haven't been back to Savannah in a few weeks. How are you guys staying fresh?
It was great to have a couple days off, especially after we left Mesa. When we're playing well and the boys are rolling, the clubhouse is fun. It's easy to keep that energy up. And we got here, got set up a little bit early, recovered on some good sleep. There was a cool street fair trick play.
Jackie, between the legs, there is trick play number 199 on the year for the Nanners.
That's number 199 for us? 199 for us for the year?
Let's do it.
Let's go, let's get 200 right now. Hey, rip it a trick play, 200, let's go.
Yeah, we'd like for it to happen with you on the mic. We'd like for it to happen with you making the trick play more than anything.
That would be fantastic.
If we could script the game.
My teammates have been doing a great job. I heard that Gabe House is sick. He's been ripping trick plays left and right.
You picked up that analysis from Josh, huh?
Oh, I'm always listening. I'm a baseball statistic guy just like you.
2-0 count here on the all-powerful Jake Skoll. Coxie, you're the only guy on the left side of the infield. The Skoll shift certainly takes away from Jake a lot more than it gives.
Yes, and I think he's going to swing 3-0 right here. He wants to have a little fun.
You're right, that one a mile high. Can the fans make the play? No. Right through the breadbasket of the fella in the flannel down there. I mean, that thing scraped the moon. That was a tough play.
Yeah, skies are high. No clouds today either.
And what is ridiculous is the fan actually catching some boos from fellow fans here in Fresno. That is what we saw across all 6 games here in California last season. These are fans hungry who want to see fans catch these balls for outs.
Skoll earns the ball for a sprint. All 7 Bananas behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it's live. And bang bang at second, but Mike Heller, the third base umpire, says Skoll just barely snuck in ahead of the tag. That was great sprint defense from you guys, Coxie.
Yeah, a little. We haven't ran that version of it in a while with the Skoll shift. That ball's been coming to me a lot. So it was great that EJ read that, went to Gabe, and we just stayed within our routes. Kind of like the 3-man weave in basketball.
Nice piece the other way. Dalton Cornett gives it a drive. Rack on his horse, can't get it with the dive. Skoll will score easily. Cornett's thinking of 3 bases, and he'll have it standing. He's gonna try for 4. And he's got that with the belly flop. It's gonna be a triple and an error on Robert Anthony Cruz, the first in his banana ball career on the throw in. And a 2 spot just like that with 2 outs for the Party Animals.
It was one of those plays where Rack was shading in a little too far towards the infield, and Dalton Cornett went out to the opposite way. Mostly a pull hitter, but was able to drive that one out deep, and then Bananas infield just getting a little too lax there, and Dalton Cornett recognizing it, able to gun it in. Now 2 early runs for the Party Animals here in Chuck Chansey Park.
Now Bryson Bloomer with a 1-0 count on him. And a hot shot up the middle. He keeps the 2-out rally going. And we'll pass the baton to Tanner Thomas. So, Ryan, you guys got to spend a day in Hollywood. Anything of note from your time in La La Land?
Went to Santa Monica, did some shopping, went to a Drake store.
A Drake store?
Yeah, he's one of my favorite artists, so he has a clothing OVO, and never seen the store before, so I went.
So we know where you stand on the Drake-Kendrick Lamar beef right now?
Yeah, as a big music fan, I love what's going on because Kendrick's doing his thing. He's making a lot of good music. I want to see what Drake does. It's his turn. He's got to get back up.
Yeah, Kendrick with a little 1-2 punch recently.
Just like back-to-back when Drake did that. And
yeah. That's a fact. And Kendrick on the first disc did say he loved back-to-back.
Yep, he said, and we'll get right back to that. I'm well up on the rap scuffle we got going on.
I'm a lifelong Kendrick lover, so I'm biased here. I love the Drake disc too.
I played both of Kendrick's at least times.
You watching along with the lyrics on Genius and everything?
I'm watching creators break it down on TikTok. That's my For You page right now.
A lot of opportunities for the fans here. They come up empty on a pair of foul balls from Thomas. Still a 1-2 count.
All right, hear me out.
Yes.
Tanner's about to hit a ground ball.
That's a gapper. Hussein was off on the pitch. He's going to get a stop sign from Vava. DR gets it in quick to Jackie. And Party Animals at the corners. 2 runs in. This has all happened with 2 outs. And now we're down to the 7-hole and the first baseman, Jason Swan.
The Party Animals making Noah Niznik work in this inning, and that's where we've seen them have success against Niz this season. When he's got to throw lots of pitches early into ball games, it usually parlays into more runs for them later in the contest. As this one chopped to Ryan Cox and gets the force out still at second base. Not the trick play you were looking for, Coxie, but happy to get the bananas out of the first.
Yeah, that ball was spinning like crazy. I'm glad I stayed with that and didn't hurry up.
That was a heck of a recovery, Cox. Thank you so much for joining us on the mic, my friend.
Yes, sir. 200 coming soon.
No doubt about that. I bet it comes next inning. You have a great night, my kid.
Thanks, you guys too.
There goes Ryan Cox. Another look. He was going to go between the legs. As he said, that ball like a cue ball spinning towards him. A lot of English on it. And he was able to save the day, whip it over to Olsen just in time to limit the damage to 2 runs. Here's the Party Animals defense behind Dalton Ponce. From left to right in the outfield, you've seen them all hit already. It's Thomas, Hampton, and Skoll. In the infield, third to first, Bloomer and Acuff, then Dustin Baber and Swan. Behind the dish is Dustin Porter, and of course Ponce at the center of it all.
Well, of all Banana Ball players right now, Chase Acuff has the longest active trick play streak. 9 straight games with a trick play, and he's got 14 in that span. But he still trails his Party Animals teammate, Dustin Baber, leading all of them with 48 trick plays on the season.
There are 6 Banana Ballers who hail from California. Dalton, one of 4 Party Animals who can say that. Ponce out of Fontana. A 5-pitch guy, very funky right-hander. And he's having himself a great rookie campaign.
Yeah, Dalton Ponce is making his 2nd start this season, but it's his 13th appearance overall in tour. Party Animals plan to use him as an opener in this ball game, and in Ponce's only start this season, which came on March 28th, 2 1/3 credited innings pitched, gave up 2 hits and 2 earned runs to the Bananas, and was actually plagued by 2 rare ball 4 sprints. He's very much been a strike thrower this season, but had a little bit of shaky control and is hopefully going to hone that in out there on the mound as he looks to get the Party Animals an early point here tonight.
Yeah, that is 2 of his 4 ball 4 sprints across 12 2/3 innings on the year. You get a good long look at the Bananas starting lineup as the Shopping with Bananas promotion concludes off camera. DR Meadows at the top. And then Gabe Howell and Dan Oberst, the 3 guys due to swing it in the first. Michael Deeb cleaning it up. Alexiadis Jones Jr. Hosley in the middle. And Cruz, Olsen, and Cox, the bottom 3. I don't know where that one missed from Dalton Ponce. I think either he or Taj Porter did either as that fastball. A pinch down and out. And a 2-0 count on the tour leader in batting average. DR hitting .408 as he shanks this one into right center. And we'll tick that up a point or 2. Big round, aggressive, but Jake Skoll has a howitzer for a right arm. That one was all for show from the doctor.
Easy hitting from DR Meadows, just taking that one out to the opposite field. Now 41 hits on the season for the doctor, who is on pace for what would be a banana ball record, 106 hits this season.
Reese Hampton currently with the banana ball record, 98 on last year's tour. Here's Gabe Howell, the third baseman. He's hit in the 2-hole more than anybody else on the Nanners this year. This is his first banana ball campaign, but no stranger to Banana Land as Meadows fakes the steal and decides to stay put. Quick 0-2 count here on the kid out of Somerville, Georgia, 2019 and 2020 collegiate banana.
Howell bumped back up to the 2-hole for the first time since the 4th of April, mainly because he's had really strong numbers against Dalton Ponce and tries to get this one past Jason Swan, but has glove on it, takes it to the first base bag, and DR Meadows, who was fortunately stealing on that pitch, able to easily advance to second base, so only one out for the party animals there.
Good play by Swan. That was a hot one heading his way, and lucky for the party animals, he was holding DR on, or else that could have been extra bases. Excellent backhanded scoop by Taj Porter, the pride of Mandeville, Louisiana. Starting at least one game behind the plate every weekend this year. Dan Oberst, the 6-year banana, a menacing man at the box, takes that one just a smidge low, and he's in a hitter's count, 2 balls, no strikes. Dan is the innings tying run. Remember, in banana ball, every inning is a game within itself. It's match style play, so you win an inning, you get a point. Team with the most points wins the ball game. And every run scored in the final inning counts as a point, which this year across 32 games so far, every single time has been the 9th. A testament to the ever-evolving game of banana ball. The speed is at a whole new level here in 2024. That one tipped by Dan. No, he didn't get a piece of it. It's going to be a pass ball on Taj Porter. That is surprising. Taj, just about as sure-handed as they come. That was quick to assume. The man out of Largo, Florida, got a little piece of it. We get another look here. Clean missed it, and it ricochets off Porter's glove. So now the innings tying run is aboard, and Michael Deeb with 17 walk-offs to lead the tour represents the inning-winning run at the dish.
Just off the tip of the catcher's mitt from Taj Porter, and immediately Dan Oberst, using Tyler Gillum's green light special base running system just as well as possible, advancing, getting up the scoring position, and now Michael Deeb, a single here could easily tie this ball game for the Bananas and keep the party animals from scoring the first point here tonight.
Oh, Michael Deeb fouls out to a fan in the third deck. Beautiful catch over the railing. And that young cat wants none of the applause. He sat down immediately, ashamed at what he did. And in the first inning in Fresno, we've already had a foul out to a fan from both teams, as the banana ball is loose on the field.
A hot start for the fans here in Fresno, California. And let's keep in mind, the record for most foul balls caught in a single game is 3, and that is tied between 6 different cities. Fresno could possibly set the record tonight, as this one chopped over to Bryson Bloomer, goes between the legs for the trick play, and it's a shutout frame for Dalton Ponce and a point on the board for the Animals.
Good lumber there from Alexiadis, but straight to the Lexington, Kentucky native in his second tour with the Party Animals, who lead 1-0, 1 inning in. And let's learn a little bit about banana ball challenges. They took center stage a few times last weekend in Mesa, and it's the second to most recent rule added to our game. It was added about halfway through last year's tour, and it's worth digging deeper on.
It was introduced in Nashville, Tennessee last season in early June, and banana ball challenges. Now each team is allowed to challenge one ruling on the field. If they are able to win the challenge, they get to keep it for the rest of the game. However, if they do not have a successful challenge, the team will not have it for the rest of the ball game. But additionally, the fans get a challenge, of course, all about being fans first in banana ball. So the fans get a representative who can challenge any ruling out there on the field. And we've seen 107 all-time challenges. 43 of them have come here in 2024. And you look at the challenge success rates. How about the fans this season? 7 challenges they've had overturned out of 17 this season. 41% success rate, better than the Party Animals and the Savannah Bananas. So clearly using their challenges at the right times this season.
It's a stark difference from last year's tour where the fans were challenging plays left and right, often early in a game. Understandably so. They were a little jittery and excited to pop the confetti cannon. And there was little success on fan challenges. But boy, oh boy, they're flirting with 50% here in 2024.
The fans only overturned 4 challenges last season. They could double that this season as Jackson Olsen slides, goes under the legs, and that is the 200th trick play of the 2024 tour for the Savannah Bananas.
Some spice on it from the grade 8, who had to get dirty. Another look here. Power slide on the knees. And then with his keister to first base. Nice stretch by Oberst on the other side. Boy, Jackie has revved up his trick plays here in his second World Tour. He is now up to 38 on the year in 42 attempts.
It is unbelievable how he has elevated his game, especially in the trick play department. And really, you kind of credit to working with Ryan Cox so much in the offseason. These were 2 guys who continuously took ground balls each and every day, just trying to get better and better and more fluid. And it is clearly paying off for the Bananas as, of course, they're the first to 200 rather than the Party Animals.
Wow, look out, Emerson Elmgren. She's had a lot of action. The Iron Horse of BTV on the first base camera. Uses evasive maneuvers to get away from the foul ball off the bat of Taj Porter, who is able to spoil another heater from Noah Nisnik. Taj, the switch-hitting catcher in his first World Tour. It's the bottom 3 in the order right now for the Animals, 8, 9, and 10. He's got an excellent eye on display right there. He takes it a smidge high, and the count is full.
Still has an above average on base percentage for the Party Animals, and he is choked up on his bat, just trying to get this one in play. And on the 8th pitch of the AB, that one lined up the middle into center field. Heck of a plate appearance and at bat from Taj Porter.
Taj, a natural righty, started learning how to hit lefty when he was 7 years old. Eddie Murray was teaching him. And how about Noah Fisher for his first at-bat? He's going to do his best Pink impersonation, and for some reason that includes him driving in on an industrial lawnmower. With the best of the Party Animals bullpen on hand to be his backup singers and dancers.
Now, if you're familiar with the Adam Sandler flick, The Waterboy, they call this the Bobby Boucher whip.
I am, but it's been over a decade since I've feasted my peepers on the Waterboy. I mean, Fish just soaks it up. This is his first year in banana ball.
But it ain't his first lawn mowed.
No, there's a lot of lawns that this guy was taking care of in Madison Heights, Michigan, about 20 minutes outside of downtown Detroit. What a smooth transition down to a knee to jam out. I don't know where Pink is in the world right now, but I think she needs to feast her peepers on that walk-up. He gets a first pitch deuce from Nisnik and fouls it off.
Yeah, unsurprising that Nisnik goes to the breaking ball first pitch against Noah Nisnik. Mostly what he has struggled with are breaking pitches from the Bananas, and we've seen it is really hard to sneak fastballs past Fish, as evidenced by a real hard hit double against Ethan Skujay last weekend in Mesa.
Nisnik comes to Banana Land after 5 years at Northern Kentucky University. This one tapped to Olsen, flipped to Cox for 1, over to Oberst for 2. Beautiful twin killing from the Nanners. And Niz Nasty faces the minimum in the top of the second.
And is able to get out of the frame in 2 minutes and 40 seconds for the Bananas. A really nice bounce back inning from the lefty, aided by great defensive gems as well.
Well, the night for Dalton Ponce is over. 1 inning. He gives up a hit, gets a strikeout, earns a point, and hands the ball off to Zack Blankenship, who joins us on the microphone. Bam Bam, how are you living tonight?
What's up, guys?
Oh my gosh. We are just thrilled to have you join us, and you have so graciously allowed Josh and I to call your pitches here in the bottom of the second inning.
Oh yeah. This is loud in this mic thing too. It makes the crowd feel real nice.
Well over 10,000 on hand here in Chuck Chansey Park. They are a juiceful crew. And Blankenship, in your second World Tour, you're starting to settle in. You've had a handful of excellent outings as of late, buddy.
Thank you.
What's made the difference for you this season, Zach, and working a lot quicker out there on the mound? You've recorded your first 2 sub-2 minute innings in your banana ball career this year.
The biggest thing has probably been taking away the set position. So like I like to just kind of stay set now. And that's been the biggest thing, because like I was always taught to slow the game down, and now just like eliminating one of those points, like I get my pitch and I'm ready.
Yeah, slow is a word we like to eliminate in Banana Land.
Oh yeah, we're always trying to minimize on that gap time.
Okay, it's generally a 3-pitch mix for you. How does a first pitch fastball start to Eric Jones Jr.?
That sounds good, yeah.
Attaboy, way to jump ahead.
Yeah, catch it. No,
Not caught by the fans.
they weren't even paying attention.
I feel like an 0-1 changeup sounds spicy to me.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Oh, it's filthy. I'd like to go back to the well, personally,
Yep,
Josh.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, take that foul, there we go.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, now we've got him well out in front.
Yeah,
I like a little high heat here.
I'm cool with that.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Give me a little
Baber.
trick. Oh, yeah. All right, count it.
How about that? Behind the back and the bounce pass. And that is a terrific start to our inning, Bam
That's
Bam.
a good double changeup right there. I like that.
Keep these guys off their toes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big get ahead with the fastball guy, so personally, I'd like to hit Hosley with a heater here.
I'm cool with that. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think we got that call.
Oh,
It was close.
That was a good
Vince's
pitch.
dance moves are alluring. Okay, I like to go back to the fastball.
All right.
Yep.
Catch it. Oh, so close.
I don't want to be boring here, but I feel like we've got a great rhythm, and a 1-1 changeup sounds pretty
I
spicy.
agree.
To
I
me.
think you're talking my language. Oh, he was out in front.
That was a bad call by Biko.
That's okay.
Good piece of hitting by Hosley.
I've shown him a few changes in the past before, so I probably should have gone breaker, and then we could have expanded off a little
Yeah,
bit.
okay. Yeah, I haven't used the curveball yet. Well, Robert Anthony Cruz is going to have a specialty walk-up.
Oh, yeah. He's jamming, huh?
Rat looks like he is jamming
What song
out
you
to
think he's jamming
something
to?
right now. So what do you think he's listening to? Do you think it's song number 1 by Usher?
Yeah, by Usher? I don't think so.
Is it song number 2, Darude Sandstorm?
You know, with the right dance moves, I feel like you could kind of match any song.
I like Sandstorm here, personally.
Or is it song number 3 by Luke Bryan?
No, I'm sticking with
Those-
Sandstorm.
Those moves just
Yeah.
don't give me country vibes.
Sandstorm.
I get more from song number
You
1.
think he's listening to right now?
Here we go.
He's listening to number 2,
Oh, nice.
Oh, man.
Good call.
Okay,
Good call.
so this is your nemesis. He got you on the heater. Maybe
Yeah.
a front door curveball?
All right, I'm down to 0-0.
Okay, we showed him it. How about a 1-0 changeup?
All right.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. We'll take
Easy
that.
out.
Yes, sir.
Easy out.
Hey, when you got a shirt that says, me and all my homies hate changeups, it's hard not to give you a changeup.
Correct. And he homered on the fastball, so
Yeah,
I didn't really.
And it was 3-1,
Yeah,
so
I
I didn't even realize until I went back and watched it.
Okay, Jackson Olsen, he loves
Heater
heaters.
on the hands.
Oh, you like it? Yeah,
Rick,
inside,
yeah.
inside. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Doors.
That's what I'm talking about.
Curveball, get him to chase.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Little bit of
Wow, good take.
Good pitch.
He wasn't swinging at spin.
Okay, I would like some heat in on the hands again, personally.
Oh, no.
That's a great piece of hitting. Okay, everything's copacetic. Hosley up to second.
Yeah.
Ryan Cox.
Oh, we got 2 outs.
This is a guy we're not trying to strike out. We're just trying to induce some soft
Yeah,
contact.
because he's just going to flick his hands at it. So we got it.
Correct. I feel like I still like staying with the fastball early.
I agree.
He slaps those benders the other way well.
Yep, I wouldn't put it outside part. Oh.
Ran out there a little bit.
I would like to stick with the heat here myself.
Yep.
Oh, just
boy.
missed.
Oh, boy.
Okay, 2-0
All right.
changeup. Are we that crazy?
Let's stick with heat. It's
Okay,
Cox.
yeah. I think Taj may have thought the
good?
changeup was coming. That looked like a cross-up. Well,
Yeah,
it just made.
I don't know. Did he hear me say stick with the fastball?
That's what
I
I'm
don't know.
wondering, because I feel like he
I
didn't.
don't think so.
Anyhow, it made the inning more interesting. 2-1.
2-1. All
You
right.
got the strike. Fastball.
Yeah, I'm cool with fastball.
Good.
Good pitch.
You know what?
Good steal,
2-2.
Taj.
Blankenship. We don't want to go 3-2 here. I think he might just stick with the heat. Try
I
and beat
agree.
him.
Shake fastball for Taj, if you can
Yes.
hear me. Yeah. Ran it off.
Okay, we do it on this pitch, Bam Bam. 3-2 heater.
I'll stick with the heater, yep.
Good. Oh, we've got ourselves a battle brewing.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, I would like you to get to celeb shot this. It's a big spot. What would you go with here?
Let's see. Big dog, I want to throw a breaker. Fast. Yeah, we'll go breaker right here. And it's up the middle. Oh my God, dogs. That sucks.
That guy is incredible.
3-2 breaker though for a strike. It looked nice. He just got a piece on it.
That's just good execution from both sides. Zack Blankenship, we can't thank you enough for letting us call your pitches, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on. That was good calling. Just that's banana ball, man. Sometimes it happens.
That's a fact right there. You have a great rest of your night, Haas.
All right, thank you. Y'all too.
There goes Blankenship. The Bananas tie the game at a point apiece. And we'll get it down to Maceo, Harrison, and the Nanners as they dance us to the third.
Your Bananas player.
Tremendous work from Maceo Harrison, Alex Ziegler, DJ the Invader, Malachi Mitchell, and Christian Dearman. We go to the third, knotted at 1 point from each side, and it's the top of the order for the Party Animals. Hampton, Acuff, and Skoll due to swing it. Reese started this ball game off with a foul out to a fan. We are one foul ball caught by a fan away from tying the banana ball record.
And what's really interesting about the foul balls, caught off the bat of Reese Hampton, so many of them happen out in the West Coast. For example, last season, Reese Hampton fouled out twice in Las Vegas, Nevada to the fans. Now experiences more bad luck to start the game here in Fresno. And for Hampton, this probably feels like his first true swings of the game now.
Well, that's a heck of a swing. He got his first heater of the at-bat and sends it to the power pod, power alley. What a shot from Reese Lightning. His 5th homer of the tour. He ties EJ for the season lead.
An incredible blast off the bat of Reese Hampton, a natural right-hander, and getting to swing from that side against Niz. You see the celebration, jumping over Vincent Chapman and hitting home plate. And for Reese Lightning, 3 home runs last month, starts off May with the first for the Party Animals.
And that's homers in back-to-back games. He left the park from the left side last Saturday night. Chase Acuff, what a blast he put out to left center, and it's back-to-back jacks from the Animals. Acuff with his 4th bomb on the tour, and a 2-spot right off the bat here in the third.
And that's got to have Chase Acuff absolutely ecstatic. Was hitless across 3 games in Mesa last weekend. Now leaves the yard here in Fresno. And he was talking last night about how he had found his swing this season and said, the first month of the season was not a fluke whatsoever. I've tapped into my power. I know I'm swinging a hot bat. He shows it here tonight yet again.
Well, there's nothing cheap about either of those home runs. Acuff has never been known for his power. Across 5 years in college, he had 4 home runs. Across 33 games on this tour, he has 4 home runs. Noah Nisnik bringing in Olson, Cox, and Meadows for a choreographed boogie as he tries to regain control of this top of the third. Jake Skoll has 4 home runs on this tour already himself. By the way, Acuff has 4 homers in, I say 33 games. It's really 32 and a third games if we're going to get technical. He hit 4 home runs in 223 college games. That was with a metal bat. I don't know where this power came from, although I do know in the offseason he spent a lot of time studying the craft of hitting with this man and Reese Hampton. And boy, it is paying dividends.
Spent so much time working in the offseason with Reese Hampton, but really, all I gathered from Chase, especially talking with him in spring training, was this was a guy focused on leading the tour in trick plays. That was all he was mentioning, and just hiding in his back pocket the power that he was about to display this season, as that is a 3rd straight hit in the inning for the Animals. It ricochets off the glove of DR Meadows in center field, and Jake Skoll getting up to second base now for the Animals.
Yeah, make it a 3rd straight extra base hit. Skoll with his 12th double. He joins Reese Hampton, the only 2 guys with a dozen 2-baggers on the year. And that is extra base hit number 20 for the 15th overall draft pick back in 2010 when the Texas Rangers nabbed him. He's the first man on the tour to 20 extra base hits. Dalton Cornette trying to keep the party going. He had an RBI triple. Blasted out to left his first time. That ball destroyed. If it's fair, it's gone. And it is foul. I don't know what the Party Animals have said in that dugout, but the second time through the order, it is nothing but loud sounds coming off their bats as Coxey goes between the legs. High throw, but Oberst with a nice stretch. And that is trick play number 72 on the year for the Glove Magician as he paces all fielders.
Good play by Ryan Cox, being able to check Jake Skull, go between the legs as he was doing it. And then a good play as well from Dan Oberst, holding the bag with the high throw over there at first base to make sure the Bananas could get the out. Now Jake Skull running on the first pitch from Niz. This one skied into center field. And DR Meadows will come up with the catch. Jake Skull retreats back to second base.
Bryson Bloomer singled up the middle his first time. He's now 1 for 2. And Tanner Thomas, who notched a base hit to right center back in the first inning, will step in. The left fielder in his third world tour hails from Fleming Island, Florida, just like our man who was just on the mic with us, Zack Blankenship. In fact, the two of them best friends going back to childhood. Pretty incredible they get to unite for a second straight year on the side of the bad boys in Banana Land. 0-2 bounced, good scoop by EJ behind the dish.
That's a chase pitch from Noah Nisnik, just hoping Tanner Thomas goes after that. We've seen him do that plenty against Danny Hosley. Niz trying to see if he could get one of his own, and now the 1-2 fouled off there by Thomas as Niz went heater.
Excellent location on the fastball, good spoil there. The former Virginia Tech Hokie. A couple years of JUCO at Tallahassee Community College before that. Those were the 2 years he was a collegiate Banana. And as he chases the high cheese, Nisnik grabs his first strikeout of the ball game, but the Party Animals pounce. Back-to-back home runs to begin the inning. And they've got a 2 spot trying to retake their lead in points. Couple looks at the K there from Thomas. Let's get it down to the young professor.
2 teams. I've got 2 Bananas fans close to first base. I've got Carter and Dylan. I've got Kyle and Kyle on the Party Animals side. They're going to play Connect 4. They're going to have to sprint down one at a time, drop their pieces, and of course the first duo to get 4 in a row after they tag at each base will be the winner. But whoever wins, the losing team gets pied in the face by the winners. Gentlemen, are we ready? Then on your marks, get set, go, Connect 4. Oh, they're quick. Party Animal fans get there first. Blue and going. All right, get the tags, and here they come. The most athletic I've ever seen. 2. They are come up right in next to each other. Here comes Blue. And there's the block from Rick. Here's the tag. Party Animals fans, Kyle and Kyle have tremendous speed. They go for the block, but it's going to be close here. This means everything at this point. Denied. Oh my goodness. They are moving as fast as they can, but they are getting fatigued. That's 3, but not 4. Uh-oh. It's getting close. There's the block from Blue. This is anybody's game as these teams get tired. 3 in a row, but it's got to be 4. Who's going to get it first? We got to pick up the pace, guys. It's getting very down to the wire and taking so much longer than we had ever imagined. He's getting there, and they're going to go ahead and win, and blue team wins. Blue team, you get to pie the other team in the face. Get on out here, grab your pies, and hit them with it. Come on down. Bananas fans, not your night, but time to pie them in the face, guys. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kyle and Kyle, the Party Animal fans.
A brand new promotion and an age-old tradition that it ends with a couple pies to the face. Brett Helton, the new man on the mound for the Party Animals. So Mike Vivacis and company going a little out of order. They'll give us a projected pitching rotation every night. They were thinking about trying to send Blankenship 2 innings of relief. He only goes 1. He'll be credited with 2/3 of a frame, an unearned run because of the pass ball from Taj Porter. Top of the order here for the Nanners. And then the other difference is the Animals were thinking Drew Gillespie would handle some of the middle innings, but instead they're going straight to Helton, and I would wager they're saving Gillespie, one of the best pitchers on the tour, for the most important innings at the end of the ball game as Meadows plays with fire, and that one bobbled, not caught by the fans.
Well, clearly the goal for the Party Animals was to have Brett Helton enter the game with the Party Animals either with the lead or having the chance to take the lead, and that's where Brett Helton finds himself as a check swing off the bat of D.R. Meadows. And that banana ball floats into the glove of Jason Swan at first base. So 5 pitches into Brett Helton's night, and he's got his first out. And for Helton, this is his 4th relief appearance on tour this season. He has a 1.17 ERA plus, so another guy this year who has been above tour average, but his relief numbers this season, 8 innings pitched. He's averaging 2 minutes and 51 seconds per inning. But he's a 6.75 earned run average. He's given up 15 hits, only 1 ball, 4 sprint, and 6 strikeouts. So for Helton, he's seeing an uptick in his strikeout rate, but also giving up base hits at a greater rate. And so just having to dial that in this relief appearance here tonight, and he'll probably find more successes. He had a great month of April against the Bananas overall.
Brett out of Colorado Springs. In his 2nd World Tour, he's currently pacing all pitchers in innings pitched, with the pop out for Meadows to start his outing tonight. He's up to 49 innings on the dot now. That one on a couple hops to Acuff, 360 between the legs. Snazzy trick play from the Animals shortstop for out number 2.
Great play by Chase Acuff, just ranging over towards that second base bag a hair and almost fielded that one between his legs to begin with. Then does the transfer between the legs, throws on to first base, and the Animals collect their 3rd trick play of the night.
They are 1 out away from earning the point available here in the 3rd and retaking their lead in the all-important points department. 1-1 count on Dan Oberst, who reached on a strikeout swinging his first time and peppers this through the 4-hole. Seeing eye single. And that makes Michael Vitamin Deeb the inning-tying run. He's in his 4th World Tour. The only everyday guy on the Bananas from the One City World Tour to Mobile, Alabama back in 2021. This one in on the hands. Acuff charging, has trouble getting it between the legs, and Deeb beats it out. Jason Swan thinks that the throw got him by a hair. He's asking his dugout to challenge the play. We'll see what Vava and company decide.
Feels a little early for the Party Animals to use the challenge here. You don't want to lose it and need it later in the ball game. And also, being up with a 2-run cushion in the inning, Reese Alexiadis is the go-ahead run at the plate, but still hasn't left the yard this season. You feel comfortable trusting Brett Helton, a banana ball veteran, in being able to get an out and keep the Bananas off the board, or at least from tying this game as well.
Sure, he hasn't left the yard this year, but he had 29 home runs to lead the Pioneer League last year. So that's a wild pitch from Helton on the curveball, part of his 5-pitch mix. The former Pittsburgh Pirates minor leaguer employs 4-seam and 2-seam fastballs, right around 90 to 92 with the 4-seam, high 80s with the 2-seam. And then a cutter and a changeup, as well as the bender you just saw. Check swing from Alexiadis. He holds up 2-1 on the Pioneer League MVP from 2023.
Well, that challenge feels, not using the challenge feels a little differently now, with 2 runners in scoring position as Brett Helton runs this one inside. It hits off the knob of Reese Alexiadis' bat, so now a 2-2 count, and Reese really upped his game in terms of drawing ball four sprints last month, and hits this one on a line to Chase Acuff. He will not go for the trick play, but will get the 3rd out for the Party Animals, who retake the lead through 3 innings of play.
Smart move by Chase. The only reason the inning was extended was because of his trick play missed. And with the inning's tying run, Malachi Mitchell flying from second. He takes no chances. Let's get it down to Christian Dierman for Mr. Olympia. Party Animals are up 2-1.
Showing off their muscle, but it's up to y'all to decide who the winner will be. Starting with contestant number 1. Sir, what is your age and name?
I am 20 years old. My name's Brett.
All right, Brett, let's see those poses. Okay, he's looking strong. Rumor has single, ladies. All right, he's been doing his curls. Okay, contestant number 2, what is your name and age?
I'm Travis and I'm 36.
All right, Travis, let's flex for the people. Whoa, look at those quads. Man, this guy does not skip a day. Okay, now on to contestant number 3. Sir, I just have to say, how old are you?
I'm 73.
Wow, living legend. And sir, what is your name?
I'm Jeff.
Give us a show, Jeff. Oh my goodness. He's the Iron Horse, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Wow, look at that chest. Okay. All right. Sorry, Jeff, sorry. How we feel about Brett? Oh, okay. What about Travis? What about my man, Jeff? Give it up for our gentleman here, Mr. Olympia.
Boy, I'd hate to run into a Mr. Olympia competition with Jeff in it. Andy Archer takes over on the mound for the Nanners. 1 pitch in, it's bounced to Ryan Cox between the legs, back between the legs with the bounce. And it is one of his glorious new trick plays, the Glove Magician. 2nd of the night, 73rd of the year.
2 bounces for the price of 1 for Ryan Cox, and a nice start to Andy Archer's outing, being able to get a first pitch strike that's immediately hit and play. And that's what's important for Archer, a guy who has struggled with the ball 4 sprint, especially in the month of April. He's striking out 18% of the batters he's faced this season, though, but the ball 4 sprint percentage at 14%, something he's looking to cut down on. And the last time it was a lack of control that led to a run being scored against Archer due to a hit by pitch and a wild pitch that brought the run in too.
With a 1-0 count on Dustin Baber, Vincent Chapman, the home plate umpire, calls time, dusts off home plate, and shakes what his mama gave him, as he's been known to do. And tonight, it is to the delight of the 146th all-time Banana Ball crowd. This one here, of course, in Chuck Chansey Park in Fresno. 320th straight sold-out Bananas or Party Animals show. And the folks here in the Big Raisin loving what Vincent does, as is the case every single spot we go to.
It's a crowd that really seems to love Vincent Chapman. Gave him a big ovation when they introduced the umpires in the pregame show tonight. And Biko, even when we were talking in the Party Plus with the fans and brought up our dancing, twerking home plate umpire, boy, did they get loud for Vince as Baber skies this one into shallow center field. DR Meadows will basket catch this one, and Banana Ball ricocheted off of his chest just a little bit. No trick play for DR, but a second out for the Bananas.
He does get style points. Unfortunately, those, much like in Whose Line Is It Anyway, are all made up. The points do not matter. Heater right down Broadway. Taj Porter switches around to the left side and gets another fastball, swings through it. Quickly behind 0-2. Archer working very fast, pouring in the heaters. He's a very unique guy. He's got a 4-pitch mix, $1 million smile, as you can see right there. It's 4-seam, 2-seam cut fastballs and a split changeup. When he's at the peak of his powers, he's getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of Ks. And Porter, for the second time tonight, has a 3-2 count. He hangs tough. That one not caught by a fan. We'll get another payoff.
And that foul ball is going to be the difference between Andy Archer recording a sub-2-minute inning and one that is over. Taj spoils yet another pitch from Archer. This is now back-to-back plate appearances for Taj, where he's seen what is going to be 8 or more pitches.
Chops this one towards Olsen, barehanded. How about that from the grade 8? Excellent 1-2-3 inning for Archer, and his defense having a lot of fun behind him.
Yeah, Andy Archer all smiles. You didn't get to see it there, but I know just thrilled at that play by Jackson Olsen. And there he goes, running over to Jackson, gives him a little handshake and a hug too. That is sweet from Andy.
Jackie's feeling himself at second base. Coxey loving what he's seeing from his double play partner. The boys are buzzing, 3.5 innings in the books as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Animals lead 2-1. The Bananas will just need 1 run here in the bottom of this inning to even up the game in the all-important points department, and it is hey baby time here in the heart of the Fertile Valley. Just an excellent venue for Banana Ball, which is par for the course here on the 2024 World Tour. Nothing but heaters in the 4th true year of Banana Ball's existence. There were 3 games in 2020, but they never left Grayson Stadium, and they were pretty bizarre, to say the least. It's not to say they weren't a blast and a half, but that includes an inter-squad between the collegiate Bananas, green versus yellow. That was the first ever Banana Ball game in front of fans, June 26th, 2020. My first ever Banana Ball or Bananas broadcast of any kind for that matter. Then it was the Party Animals Banana Ball debut that summer. 3rd one, November 13th, 2020. A day that will live in infamy in Banana Ball history. Fansgiving, Bananas vs. Pilgrims.
Hashtag bring back Pilgrim Prez. This is my formal petition, if you will. My formal notice that I want Pilgrim Prez to return.
With Pilgrim with Pilgrim Prez, I would like the banana boat as well. I believe Zach Frangelo destroyed it. One of his first big and one of his most controversial moves as director of entertainment of our young sport. He hated that thing. You ask him, he did not like the banana boat. I disagree with him on that matter. That one scrapes the inside corner. EJ may disagree with Chapman on it, but it was right around the zone. And that ball rocketed foul, 1 and 2 on the Bananas backstop. 6-7-8 for the Nanners. EJ bounced out to Baber at second, his first time. Helton out for his 2nd inning of relief. Earned the Party Animals their 2nd point of the ball game and freezes Jones Jr. Well-located gas. And strikeout number 1 for Helton.
I don't know if EJ didn't like the location of that one coming in for Brett Helton, or more so expected the changeup, but frozen on that pitch, and it's the first strikeout of Brett Helton's night as he goes to work against Danny Hosley and nails strike 1.
He's not known for his Ks. He pitches to contact. 4 years in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization as this one scorched on a hop. How about the trick play? Chase Acuff bounces it off his knee up to the bare hand. That is a beauty, his 2nd of the night.
It's a soccer-esque dribble to himself. That's the best way to describe it. Players fielding a soccer ball and will hit it off the knee to themselves, and it looks like that's what Chase Acuff appeared to do, popping it back into that right hand and then firing a perfect strike to Jason Swan. 2 trick plays for Acuff tonight, and he's got a chance at a 3rd, but this one will roll past him, and it's an opposite field knock for Robert Anthony Cruz.
Rack is heating back up. Was 3 for 3 last Saturday night with a solo home run, 2 runs driven in, and they were both massive. It was in the 5th and 8th innings. They both tied those frames in what ended up being a 2-1 victory for the Nanners. As this one a mile high the opposite way. Long run for Tanner Thomas. Loses his hat, finds the banana ball. And Brett Helton holds serve. Party Animals still up by a point with 4 innings behind us.
And the quickest inning we've seen tonight from any banana ball pitcher, Brett Helton, getting out of the frame in 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Let's get it down to Lexi Yoder.
In the United States, there are 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and help bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster. This organization is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating Rosa Aganiga. She and her husband have been licensed foster parents since 2014. They have been committed to helping children and supporting them through the reunification process with biological families. In total, they have welcomed 75 children and teens into their home. Fans, please help us celebrate Rosa and her family.
It's always one of the most special moments that we get to have every night in Banana Land. And tonight, our superhero at the center of it all, Rosa Aganiaga. And the numbers are always baffling, just how much of a difference that these superstars are making in the world. Lexi said it, I think it's worth mentioning again. Since 2014, a total of 75 children and teens have been welcomed into her home. That's the kind of stuff that brings you chills. Fire me up, Rosa. We head to the fifth. Andy Archer will be out for his second inning of work. Retired Swan, Baber, and Porter in order. Ground out, fly out, ground out. Now sets his sights on Noah Fisher in the 10-hole. And then Hampton and Acuff back at the top of the order, who are each coming off homers in their last trips to the dish.
It's going to be an interesting battle here for Andy Archer. Noah Fisher 1 for 6 against Archer this season. Chase Acuff 1 for 7 against the right-hander. But for Reese Hampton, he is 5 for 9 against Andy. So kind of going to see the best and the worst, possibly.
The numbers favor Andy in his first matchup. That's the split changeup right there. Finds the zone for strike number 1. And then comes after Fisher with the cutter off the end of the bat, quickly ahead 0-2. Now remember, in banana ball, you cannot step out of the batter's box or a strike will be called against you unless you foul a ball off. So that's why Fisher was able to step out there. He drives this one deep out to left, and it's gone! What a blast from Fisher! A flight of passage. First home run of his banana ball career.
A special home run for Noah Fisher, and he had the bat lip to boot with that one. Knew it was leaving Chuck Chansey Park. Flops and swims on home plate. That's the celebration you're going to see from him. And you've got to remember, Fisher, before coming into banana ball, had a .510 career slugging percentage in college. A guy with so much natural power. And in that final collegiate season for Fish, 19 home runs. And special for him to get his first in banana ball.
That was part of a Horizon League MVP campaign, as it has been bombs away for the Animals tonight. That's their third home run. Their first was hit by this man. It was from the right side. He sprays this one the opposite way and will bloop it into left center for a base knock. And now Chase Acuff, as we're back to the favorable numbers for Andy Archer. Although that certainly didn't matter in Fisher's case. Hampton now 6 for 10 in his career against Andy. Not a ton of exit velo on the last one, but we really keelered it into left center. Hit it where they ain't. He's off on the pitch. Swipe tag from Olsen, just a hair late. Perfect throw from Eric Jones Jr. But Reese uses his speed to beat the rap. He is 6 for 7 in stolen base tries, and the fans will challenge that call. So we slap on the Riedel headsets in the booth. Oh, we've got you loud and clear, Vince. Not just one, but 2 headsets. We look again, and bang, bang. I've got him safe on the first review. Another angle. And once again, I have him safe there. The fans want out. That's not surprising. We look back at the original shot. Yeah, I still have it safe.
I'm seeing foot on the bag.
Correct.
Before Olsen's able to get a swipe there.
Correct.
So I think the call on the field here is going to stand.
Call stands. Thanks, Vince. And Vince is going to go celebrate with his compadres. Mike Heller in his first career banana ball game. 1 for 1 in his challenges. And the boos rain down. Directed at the umpires. Little does the full capacity crowd know those guys are scapegoats. And the folks they should be furious at are the puppet masters pulling the strings up here in the booth.
That is one way to describe it.
The most maniacal way that it could be said, I would wager. This one popped the opposite way. Charging in, it's not going to be caught. Out of the reach of Dan Oberst. Alexiadis couldn't get there in time, and now we hope that the 6-year banana is okay. That was right in the Bermuda Triangle. Dan couldn't get glove on it, and Francis Gilbert, the athletic trainer, as well as Tyler Gillum, the Nanners head coach behind her, running out to check on Oberst.
It was a big tumble from Dan Oberst. He was traveling out into shallow right field, and very surprising that Reese Alexiadis did not try and call him up and come out trying to make that play, but see a little motion from Dan now rolling over to his back as Francis and Gilmer, I'm sure, talking through how he's feeling at the moment.
I think it's safe to say Dan Oberst is the toughest man in Banana Land. If anybody wanted to argue that fact, it would be Garrett Delano. It's going to be one of the two. They are the jiu-jitsu sparring partners, and Dan has gone through a host of injuries in his life and general grittiness. The injuries he battled across the 2021 Coastal Plain League season when he hit 5 home runs, was one of the best offensive weapons in the CPL, helped the Nanners win their second of 3 Pettit Cups. Gritty. He's one of the best descriptors you could throw on the kid, originally out of Long Island, New York. It's called Largo, Florida home since he was about 8. And he'll be replaced by Brandon Showtime Crosby over at first base. Good to see Dan walk off under his own power, as Archer just misses the outside corner behind 1-0 on Jake Skoll.
Yup, everything is all right with Dan Oberst. I know we'll be checking in on him after the ball game, but this move definitely, if anything, a precautionary one to make sure they can keep Dan in the lineup in future games on this California trip. As Jake Skoll hits this one into right field and drives in a second run in the inning for the Party Animals, now celebrating at home plate.
Jake Skoll leading the fellas in the choreographed dance. I mean, it's mind-boggling that the Tucson, Arizona kid who now shakes his derriere for the big finale had no real dance experience before making his debut in Banana Ball last tour. It's the facial expressions that really do the most for me. I mean, the way he moves, his body is magical enough, but when you look into those eyes, you see a fierce competitor in every aspect of his banana ball game. That one scrapes the bottom of the knees to Dalton Cornette. He didn't love the call as he cuts and misses on the split changeup. Quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Acuff off second, Skoll off first. And this one chopped to second, could be 2. Under the legs, trick play for Cox. Double play for the Bananas. Nicely turned by Jackson Olsen. That is just what Andy Archer needed.
Much needed for Archer, and a nice trick play from Ryan Cox. I'm sure Jackson Olsen would have loved to try and grab one of his own, but recognized in this situation, more important to try and get 2 outs in the situation. A quick pivot and turn and a throw to Brandon Crosby to double him up. As the first pitch to Bryson Bloomer from Archer, chopped through the 6 hole, and now 3 runs in for the Animals as Acuff touches home plate.
Party Animals push 2 across in the first, 2 across in the third, and now 3 in the 5th. They love their odd innings here in Fresno. Check on Jordan Hussein, the designated runner who pinch runs for Bloomer for the 2nd time tonight. As this one is driven foul out of reach of the fans on the 2nd deck. Remember, the designated runner in banana ball can pinch run once every trip through the order. It's the 3rd time through the Party Animals order, 2nd time Hussein's been pinch running. This one chopped up the middle, diving stop, Olsen, no one's covering second. Cox was in pursuit of the banana ball, and Olsen didn't have anybody to flip to, so it's gonna be an infield single for Tanner Chicken Tender Thomas. He's 2 for 3.
A little bit of a confounding play overall. Great range from Jackson Olsen yet again, and you can see it in his face right there. He thought Ryan Cox would be covering the bag at second base, and I'm not sure if Coxie wasn't there because he didn't think that Olsen would make the play, or really what the reason was.
Now Jason Swan, he's bounced it to Cox his 2 times. Fielder's choice, and the most recent was a trick play across the diamond. Bottom of the knees for a strike. Looks like Vincent has expanded his zone down a little bit tonight. Uncharacteristic of him. I support it entirely. That is a pitcher's pitch. And 2-2 count on Swanee. Great scoop by Jones Jr. Keeps Hussein on second and Thomas on first. They will be off when Archer comes home with this payoff. Lined foul. We'll do it again.
Great try by Jason Swan trying to hit out to the opposite field. Leading Party Animals with 11 opposite field hits this season, and is trying to do it for a 12th time and see if he can do it on another 3-2 pitch. This one squibbed right in front of home plate. Eric Jones Jr. will collect, gather, and throw onto first base, and Jason Swan retired, but the Party Animals pick up 3 runs in the top half of the 5th, and we'll try and see if they can get their 3rd point as well.
The Brett chants for Mr. Helton on the mic. You've got a fan section.
Yeah, dude, these guys are awesome. My main dog. I met Derek out around town a couple nights ago. We started hanging out. We had a good little time. He told me he was bringing his grandma, his brother, all his friends. And I come and they got the best seats in the house right there in the corner. And they've been going nuts the whole time. They're still screaming right there. They're freaking awesome, man. They brought the juice, no doubt.
You met them out on the town here in Fresno?
Yeah. It was at the club, man. We had a great time.
Well, that's a heck of a story. We'll get the entire story on that another time. Mr. Helton, we love to talk to you about everything, but the main course of action this evening is you told us a legendary story about the duck and goose prank at your time at Salt Lake City in college last week in Mesa. We would like to hear part 2 because word on the street is you retaliated, and you retaliated with extreme vengeance in your heart.
Yep, so we did it, and it was amazing. Because they got us, again, that's the best prank ever. Good, clean, family fun. Throwing ducks inside of our house, with or without people there. Parties going on. They're just dropping all these people finally caught him. Turned out to be the graduated that had been gone now. So they snuck under the radar for a little bit, and then we got them. But when we came back, they were living together, a couple of them. So we staged it. We're like, this ain't just a one-part prank. We're gonna have to go big. I was like, they're gonna have to feel this. We're gonna have to know. So we get over to their place. We snuck over in the dead of night. Everybody completely out in black. Big entrance right here.
How about this to begin your third inning? Jocelyn Hallow.
Yep. She is a superstar, and we all know that she literally is the Barry Bonds of women's softball. And I'm watching her take the and I'm like, this girl got thumped. This ain't good. There's no easy outs with her because she got it. She can bring the noise. There's two.
Steady diet of heaters.
Let's see what we got. I kind of dig it. I think I'm gonna go another one. Heater. Woo! Got a piece of that one. She's feeling it now.
I like it. Power on power.
Should I put her away or should I give her some more heat?
I like gas.
Gas? Okay,
it
gas
feels
it
like the right challenge.
All right, gas it is. Let's see if she gets on time. She gets her foot down. She can make some noise. Let's see. Good take.
Good take by Jocelyn.
I'm glad. I didn't want to give her 3 cookies in a row, so I had to let that one go a little bit.
Now, this is a good battle between the two of you.
Yeah, we got it going on now. She's got him. Her timing's there, so I gotta be smart. I can't just start right down the middle. I'm gonna spot up, down, and away right here. Hope she leans out for it. Tries to jump a little bit. There she goes!
Jocelyn Hallow with her first banana ball hit. It's a shot into right center. And she'll pull up with a single.
She was on time. I gave it to her.
And how about all of her Bananas teammates just swarming out of the first base dugout, fired up about her first career banana ball hit. A big moment in professional sport, and she is definitely going to get that banana ball as well.
Yep, she's in. There's her pro banana ball. She got it. Get that baby signed. Put it away.
That's the first hit in banana ball history by a woman. Who else but college softball's home run queen?
There we go, there we go, there we go. Turn that baby. Yep. Get him. Hey, ho. That's what the boys got me for.
Around the horn.
Nice job, boys.
And you get Ziggy to chop in a 5-4-3 twin killing.
Love it.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Yep. All right, we got that double play, long entrance here. So we sneak over there, and this is like a 7-part prank. We start by putting apples behind the car tires, so when they back up, it's just pow, pow. So we put them behind all 4 of them so we can get them after the fact. We peanut buttered all their doorknobs and Vaseline the mailbox. So trying to get the boom, peanut butter. A little caveat, one of the guys was a little nefarious, but we liked it because it was dirty and we were playing dirty because they came after us dirty. Heat away. Hey! Love it. He's on time though. I think he's looking heater. I'm probably gonna go cutter here because he hates it. There we go. Had to shake to it, and it's foul. Love it when they're so ahead like that. You think I could have him chase the dirt, which I think I might do. I'll probably waste a curveball here, but I think he might think it's coming. I probably could go heat. Changeup's really good. Let's see what Taj wants, and I'll think about it afterwards. Fake shake, heater out. All right, no, let's not do that. No cutter again. Let's go, curveball? Okay. I wonder if you could hear me say curveball. I hope not.
No.
Nice! Maybe, I don't know, that was a pretty good take. All right, I think he'll chase changeup here, and at least they'll look at it, so then the heat's gonna look faster. So I'm gonna go changeup no matter what. There we go. Nice! It's gonna look fast. Should I slide step subby him? Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
That sounds right to me.
Slide step subby. I'm gonna throw this pretty hard because I want him to like get up on him. There we go. Heat down the way.
That's a great piece of hitting.
That was pretty good.
So, Brett, you went peanut butter and Vaseline?
Yep, over everything that they might touch, doorknobs, everything. So we're out there for a long time before the real prank started, but that one was like kind of setting the tone, and I don't know what time it is by this point. But so then we went for the big stuff. We had a bag, and inside the brown paper bag, you might be able to know what it was. And we put a good old fat scoop of dog poop in there. The prank as old as time. We lit on fire outside their back. So that way they'd come out and stomp on it, mess, nice and stinky. But they were smart. They waited. His girlfriend at the time, which is now his wife, and they've got 2 beautiful kids, comes down, she's there. We didn't want her to come out, so we were like, oh no, she's gonna do it. And so she just closed the door and went back in. We waited out there until the entire flame went down. Oh no. So they were real smart about it. So once it was all done, we're standing there, we got guys in all their stations. We got them covering the whole backyard, up on the deck above, and we got our plan going. So he comes out, just his underwear, and these big old boots on. And I think he didn't know what a mess he's gonna run into. So he comes out sneaky, he's got a pitcher of water, and he goes, come out, you cowards. And we're out there. Oh yeah, we're out there trying not to laugh because we're just dying. Him out there in his chonies and boots yelling at us. So he gets a little bit too far, and we got our guys. So now, all right, cut her away, see if I can punch his ticket. Dang it. Catch me, please. Come on, baby, do it for me. Ah, too many bobbles. All right, so he's had some pretty good swings in the heat. I don't want to lose a little punch job. Changeup was good, cutter was good. He hasn't seen curveball. It's a 2-2 count. You know, I'm not scared. I'm going right at him, heater. Just like that. Taj, come in. We got this thing rolling, baby. Ah!
Velo grunt.
Nope. All right, that's another good swing on the heat, so I think I need to go. If I throw curveball, I have a good feeling he's going to chase it. But I like changeup better, but I'm going to go curve because I'm crazy.
Oh! You are maniacal.
Okay, so then maniacal comes. So we're doing it. He comes out, he takes that one step too far, right outside the deck, and then boom, a whole bucket of water on his head. He doesn't know what's happening. He's soaked now. He's got his own pitcher. He throws the pitcher blind. I don't even know where he's going with it. So then out of the bushes comes my roommate with 2 whole cups full of flour, and they flour him right in the face. He can't see, he can't breathe. He's like caked on. So now we're running around screaming, laughing. He like tarred and feathered him. So he's like sprinting around. We run to the car, we're dying, tripping over each other. Our getaway driver's outside, so we jump in, and we had to like go down the block and flip around. We couldn't just go one direction. So we're like driving as fast as we can, and he comes running in the road, just covered, just white, head to toe like a ghost. He takes his shirt off, he throws it at us, and this like plaster, flour, sticky, just right to the windshield, and just boom! Pull out, I reach up, I like grab his shirt off the windshield. I'm swinging it around like this as we're driving home, and we're just yelling out the window, screaming at him, and that was fun. That prank going on and on and on, but the prank, ours back, was the 2 most legendary of all time, and they just kept spiraling. We threw some young ones at them, they threw some more at us, but those 2 were undefeated. I think we probably won. Theirs was more hilarious, and theirs was way more thought out, but ours was pretty tough. He definitely, I don't even know what he did after that. Walked in, his girlfriend was like, what just happened? We had like 6 or 7 guys in on it, all there staged, and it was fantastic. It couldn't have gone any more perfect.
The University of Utah. Who knew the shenanigans that were going down there?
Yep, they started it. They opened a can of worms, and they got it back.
Brett Helton, thank you so much for sharing your legendary tales with us, my friend.
Yeah, boys, you guys are awesome. That was fun.
You're the man, Brett.
Well, he regales us with his stories of tomfoolery. He won the Party Animals their 3rd point. 3-0 victory in the 5th inning for the boys in black and pink, and now they'll look to add to their ledger Andy Archer out for his third inning of relief. And Baber continues to battle with a 1-2 count. Bottom three in the order for the Party Animals. Babes has grounded out and flown out tonight.
And it shouldn't feel like you're facing the bottom of the order if you're Andy Archer. Baber coming off of batting over 400 in the month of April, and he's able to get on here in the top of the 6th inning. And it's also, not forget, Taj Porter with the single tonight, Noah Fisher with his first career banana ball home run. The next two batters here to swing it against Archer.
And it's going to be an infield single for Babes. Looks like it was ticketed for center. As Andy couldn't get the bare hand, Howell couldn't get the bare hand on the ricochet. Taj Porter barrels this deep out to right. See you later. A flight of passage for the pride of Mandeville, Louisiana. It's the 4th Party Animals home run tonight. The first in the banana ball career of Taj Porter.
A pair of firsts for some Party Animals rookies tonight. Noah Fisher going deep in the 5th inning, and then in the next one, it is Taj Porter collecting the first big boom of his career, and you see him sending all of his Party Animals teammates tumbling at home plate to the ground. Just a lot of special moments for the Animals tonight, and Brett Helton, of course, has got to be thrilled with the continued run support that he's seeing in this ballgame.
That's a Bayou Bash right there. Beautiful swing from Taj. The switch hitting catcher is now 2 for 3. His first hit came from the right side. Wild pitch from Archer, and Noah Fisher scampers the 90 feet to first. That banana ball rookie has his 2nd steal of first base on the year. He ties Chase Acuff for the team high.
Doing just about everything right in this banana ball game overall. You have Fisher with the signature walk-up in his first at-bat, goes deep in his second, and then has the banana ball feel to take off and steal first base for a 2nd time on the year. That is impressive.
Well, you said it. It's the bottom 3 in the order, Josh, but boy, they're having a great night. And when it comes to Dustin Baber, he's one of the hottest guys in Banana Land right now, going back to the start of April. This inning starts Baber single, Porter home run, Fisher steal of first, and now we're back at the top of the order. Reese Hampton, the switch-hitting center fielder, is 2 for 3. A solo home run and a single, the only time that he's made an out tonight. It was a foul out to a fan to lead off the ballgame. 1-2 pitch coming to the former Detroit Tigers and Arizona Diamondbacks minor leaguer. Hampton in his 3rd World Tour, 2nd for the Party Animals. Made his debut as a Banana in 2022. He's the everyday center fielder for that Eric Burns-led team. The Burns you like to call the Rover, had Reese playing dangerously shallow. Stole a lot of base hits. This one is a jam shot. Reese tries to break the bat over his knee. He comes up empty as Jackson Olsen comes up with the barehanded trick play.
Jackson Olsen saw that one floating right in his direction. Not incredibly hard hit, and for Olsen coming down with it, and just had to double check it was in the bare hand as if he didn't feel it, and then just dancing it up after recording another trick play in tonight's ball game.
Bouncer up the middle, base knock for Acuff. He's 3 for 4. 3 hits in his last 3 trips to the plate. What a sophomore campaign of banana ball the St. Petersburg Floridian is having.
And again, another thing he was talking about last night, being a little frustrated with the 0 for across 3 games in Mason. Best way to snap out of it is with a 3-hit affair.
I don't think it's a bad way to respond at all. Jake Scholes kind of quietly having himself a great ball game. 2 for 2, a double, a run driven in, a 2-base sprint, a run scored. Chance for the fans to retire him. They come up empty. Jake in his 4th World Tour, 2nd with the Party Animals. hitting .317, leading his team with a .423 OBP. Pacing the tour with his 34 runs scored and 37 driven in. 0-2 misses just a pinch down. Yes, Vincent Chapman says get it a hair up. That is more reminiscent of the bottom of the strike zone that Vincent has had across this tour. He's given a couple pitches that I think were a hair more generous than that, but in general, I think Vincent Chapman's strike zone has been really impressive tonight. One of the hardest jobs you can have in baseball, and of course, it's brainchild banana ball. That is a beautiful split changeup for the strikeout, and out number 2 here for Archer.
That's the right pitch to go to if you're Andy Archer. Jake Skull, prone to the strikeout at times, but will swing through breaking balls at what is a pretty high rate, all things considered. And that will end the night for Andy Archer as Tyler Gillen comes out and makes the announcement. Dakota Stilts-All-Britton, still yet to allow a hit on the mound this season, will come in to relieve the big righty. It's a bigger righty out there now.
Just a bit. Just a bit. Stilts, 10 foot 9 inches with his 5 foot leg enhancers. Take a look at his numbers here in his 4th World Tour. Unbelievable. 3 2/3 innings, as Josh mentioned. No hits, no runs, couple ball 4 sprints, and an error. He's faced 14 batters. Those are the only 3 to reach against him on the year, and he struck out Bronson Ballhome in Mesa, Arizona. That's his lone K. 1-0 count here on Dalton Cornette. RBI triple his first time. He's grounded out to short 2 straight times. The most recent one was a double play. That one, diving stop, Jackson Olsen, or Ryan Cox rather, the flip to Jackson Olsen just in time. The glove magician with a doozy to get the Nanners out of the jam.
One of Ryan Cox's greatest defensive highlights this season still keeps Stilts from allowing a base hit on tour, and Jackson Olsen just able to get to that second base bag in time to get the force out. That was pure wizardry from Coxie.
We honor all the military members, both past and present, here in Fresno, California, and pass that on to everybody watching at home here on this beautiful Big Tiger Friday. Good to hear Shark letting all the first responders get teachers in there as well. Celebrating all our heroes tonight here in the heart of the San Joaquin Valley. Brett Helton having a blast. We had him on the mic last half inning. He earned the Party Animals their 3rd point. The second one that Brett has been on the mound for as Deeb rolls over that one behind 0-1. Beefy part of the Bananas lineup in the bottom of the 6th. The Animals have 2 runs across. Nanners will need 2 to tie the inning, 3 to win it. And that's a great start. Jake Skull not able to make the diving play. And it's going to be a stand-up double for Vitamin Deeb.
He's a guy across his entire banana ball career who has always seen Brett Helton especially well. Deeb entering tonight with a .381 clip against Helton, and comes up with his 8th extra base hit of the tour, all of them doubles.
That one off the end of the bat for Alexiadis. Acuff goes between the legs, sidearm toss to first in time. Good base running by Deeb. He advances over to third, but he's not the run that matters. It's Eric Jones Jr. who represents the innings tying run at the dish. The tour leader in home runs has been tied by Reese Hampton tonight. EJ trying to retake sole possession on the Tater Tot leaderboard. Nice front door bender from Helton, and now some funny business afoot from Helton and the Animals. Who's going to pitch the ball? A little conga action. It's not Bryson Bloomer. It's not Jason Swan. It's not Chase Acuff. Neither is it Dustin Baber. So, son of a gun, who could it be? Who's going to throw this pitch? I still don't have the slightest clue. It's going to be Brett Helton. He's ahead of EJ 0-2. Boy, that guy can move it and groove it.
Just incredible moves, an incredible pitch for a strike, and Eric Jones Jr., all in all, did not seem very fazed by the conga line pitch from the Party Animals. Is still behind 1-2, Helton missing high.
Check swing, bouncer to Swan, who will go between the legs to the bounce and take it to first. Deeb scores. So EJ picks up the stake. That's his 19th on the year. Just trails Deeb and Oberst in that department for the Bananas. And it's a 2-1 Party Animals lead with 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th. Curveball for strike 1 to Danny Hosley.
And now up to 12 trick plays in this ball game between the Bananas and the Party Animals.
Bouncer to Bloomer, make it a baker's dozen. He goes between the legs. 3 trick plays for the Animals as they claim their 4th point of the night. And it's the world's fastest inning. Brett Phillips rushing out onto the mound. The Nanners defense rushing out behind him. Get a quick look at Philly's numbers here on his 2nd World Tour. And we're underway. Fastball swung on and missed by Bryson Bloomer. Fans can't catch the foul ball. 0-2 on the Animals' 3rd baseman. Phillips loves to work fast. He's the owner of the fastest inning in Banana Ball history. 55 seconds was all it took for him to get out of the top of the 7th in Minute Maid Park back on March 9th. Excellent catch on a bobble there by the fans, but bobble is the key word. It does not count as an out. It's got to be a clean catch. Bryson Bloomer giving him a lot of opportunities, and he is still in the right-handed batter's box. He led last year's tour in foul-outs to fans with 8. Just barely got a piece of that last one, just barely missed extra bases down the 3rd baseline there.
Yeah, great battle between Bloomer to start this half inning against Zach Phillips, but nonetheless, it is Philly staying ahead in these counts against Bloomer. Still just 2-2, and Bloomer will serve this one into shallow right field, and it will dunk right in front of Reese Alexiadis. How about that? Bloomer running all the way to the first base bag with the bat in hand, and comes up with his 3rd hit of the ball game.
That's a fact. 3 for 4. All 3 knocks of the single variety. Jordan Hussein pinch runs for him at first for the 3rd time tonight. The designated runner for the boys in black and pink as Phillips checks on him. And quickly fires that one down and out. 1-1 count on Tanner Thomas, who's 2 for 3 so far. I mean, Phillips working at an otherworldly pace here. Tanner doesn't love it. Shaking his head in dismay. And a little more time to wait for the 2-2, and now that he fouls it off, he can leave the box. Fix his batting gloves, get the helmet in the right spot, catch his breath before another 2-2. Heater misses just a pinch out. And the former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer will have to deliver a payoff. Hussein takes off, bouncer to Olsen, he flips to second just in time. The return to first in time as well. What a 4-6-3 double play. With Hussein off on the pitch, they were still able to twist it.
Jackson Olsen, no fear, knew he wanted to get that lead runner in Hussein, who is an aggressive one, especially in games where he's the designated runner. And it's the third double play turned by the Bananas double play duo tonight, as Gabe Howell fields that one off the bat of Jason Swan, goes between the legs, and it's the first trick play of the night for the Bananas third baseman.
Excellent first inning of relief for the Texarkana, Texas man. As you get another look at the trick play from Howell to end the frame. Brett Helton back out on the bump. This is his 5th inning of work. So far he's only allowed 1 run over 4 frames and has earned the Party Animals 3 points. Noah Bridges pinch hitting. He has himself a 1-1 count. That one lifted out to right, backpedaling, and down to his knees to worm it out, Jake Skoll. The patented trick play from the pride of Woodstock, Georgia, and it never disappoints.
Gives up his mobility, worms it out, and you even see Noah Bridges at first base with an appreciation from that Skoll trick play. Worming after touching the first base bag, but being retired. And Jackson Olsen, a quick out as well. First pitch line out to Reese Hampton in center.
Line drive from Ryan Cox, breaking in and then taking a few steps back, Jake Skoll. And how about the speed on that inning from the Greek god of MPI?
It is the fourth fastest inning of all time in Banana Ball, 102 for Brett Helton.
The Party Animals apoplectic, they thought they had the record there. We're back to the world's fastest inning. I mean, this game has stepped into light speed mode. What is happening? Excellent work there by Brett Helton. Some barrels from Olsen and Cox at the bottom of the Bananas lineup. But straight to Hampton and Skoll in that order. And now Zach Phillips will be out for his 2nd inning of relief. As we wait for Dustin Baber to be ready to kick off this frame. What are we waiting for? Oh, they're gonna dance. Okay. Phillips, Cox, and Olsen with a fantastic final warm-up pitch. Drive deep out to right, Alexiadis on the track. Dustin Baber with some opposite field pop. He falls just short of his 2nd homer on the tour.
Yeah, trying to become the 5th Party Animal to leave the yard, but great range by Reese Alexiadis out there in the right field corner to come up with the catch. Zach Phillips will miss high to Taj Porter and comes back quickly with his 2nd pitch and waved through and missed by Porter.
barrel on a hop. Ryan Cox behind the back with the glove, bounce back to the mitt. Nobody does it like the glove magician. Trick play number 75. Another look right here as the Heaters poured in their first strike to Noah Fisher. He gives the fans an opportunity. Boy, after they caught a foul ball for an out in the top and bottom of the first inning, they have yet to grab their third, which would tie the banana ball record. Zach Phillips with gas, sneaks it by Fisher, and an incredibly quick inning from Philly.
After a 1 minute and 2 second inning, Zach Phillips comes back with 1 minute and 6 seconds for the Bananas. This is absurd.
Some would say these innings are going too fast. My scorebook is a mess. Princess Potassia, it's the great folks here in the Golden State know that it's time to shut the lights off in Chuck Chansey Park and turn the lights on their phones. We turn the home of the Fresno Grizzlies yellow. The low A affiliate of the Colorado Rockies. And this is, I don't feel this is a bold statement, the most beautiful low A ballpark in minor league baseball. A robust, near 11,000 fans that can fit in here in Fresno. An amazing arena for banana ball. So nice, we had to come back for a second trip. And instead of just one game like last year, because as the princess said, we love Bananas Nation so much and we love the energy we got here from Fresno so much. This is the first of 3 games we're having here in the big Rays in 2024. And how about this? Darth Vader has landed on the field of Chuck Chansey Park, and he's using the Force with extreme malice. I think these are his teammates he is dispatching. That is the Force choke on Jake Lialios. May the Fourth be with you. And it turns out Darth Vader is Drew Gillespie, who fired a pitch with the lights still out, or at least just barely turning on, and Taj Porter didn't have a chance in the world to catch it. Oohs and ahs from the full capacity crowd here in Fresno. As one of the best pitchers we have ever seen in banana ball. He's behind DR Meadows, 1-0, and the doctor sends this one a mile high, plummeting down into the stands. Caught! What a catch by that kid! That's why you bring your glove to a banana ball game. And boos rain down on that poor youngster.
The second foul ball caught in favor of the Party Animals tonight. The 3rd overall in this ball game, which ties a single game record for fans catching foul balls in a game. Now 7 different cities have accomplished that feat.
Tell you who are not booing that young rapscallion there, the Party Animals and their cohort. So we're one foul out to a fan away from setting the banana ball record. It has been tied. 2-1 count here on Gabe Howell. Make it 2-2. Nice cutter there. Low outside corner. Gillespie, as funky a pitcher as we have in Banana Land, a lot of different arm angles. Primarily, he chucks it in like that, around 3/4. Hides the ball for a long time. He will go sidearm. He'll drop down submarine. As that one tipped by Gabe, we'll get another 3-2. About 91-93 with the heater. And he stays with the gas. Swanee between the legs. Nice trick play to the bare hand of Gillespie. 2 outs.
And 17 trick plays now in this ball game between the Bananas and the Party Animals. Last weekend across 3 games, we saw these teams average 14 a game. And here tonight, trying to break banana ball history, single game record currently stands at 19, done in Milwaukee and Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Maceo Harrison coaching third base. He dances to Billie Jean as Brandon Crosby steps into the box and nearly hits Maceo. 0-2 count on Showtime. He pinch hit for Oberst in the 5th. Well, check that. He actually subbed in defensively for Dan after he was injured in the field. And Brandon has struck out in his lone at bat tonight. He has to look out for 4-seam, 2-seam, and cut fastballs, as well as a changeup and curveball from the Albuquerque, New Mexico native. Heater called, strike 3, perfectly placed. And it will be a 4-1 Party Animals lead going to the bottom of the 9th. Check that. Top of the 9th. Here's the young professor.
Let's hear it for Easton, the fan who caught the foul ball.
And with a betrayal of one of the Bananas fans to the side of the Party Animals, it's now time to cast our gaze on that scoreboard, heading into the top of the 9th inning. Party Animals lead. But ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing about the game of Banana Ball. In this game, the final inning, every run counts for a point. That means the Bananas are not out of this yet. They need to score 2 runs to tie the game and send it to showdowns, or 3 runs to walk it off and win the whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen of Fresno, California, welcome to the final inning.
It's time to meet the ring dudes tonight on the Party Animal dugout, number 27, Jake Lialios. On the Bananas dugout, number 21, Jared Donaldson. And number 12, Cowboy Kyle Louie.
The ring dudes are out, which means we have reached our final inning on this beautiful Big Tiger Friday. In the heart of the Fertile Valley, Fresno, California, Danny Hosley will take over on the mound for the Nanners as he tries to keep the deficit at just 3 points.
It's appearance number 21 for Danny Hosley, who is striking out 5 batters for every 1 batter in which he allows a sprint to, and he's been over 2 times better than the tour average pitcher this season, and striking out 27% of batters. The only bugaboo has been allowing 3 home runs, and now it is 4. Reese Hampton leads off the 9th inning with another long ball, his 2nd of the game, and the Party Animals now up 5 points to 1.
Break out the parachute pants, because it's hammer time for Hampton. He joins Bryson Bloomer as one of the only 2 people in Banana Ball history to have a 2-homer game. That is his 6th of the tour. And he becomes the first player in Banana Ball history to have a 2-homer game, one from the right side of the plate, another from the left. And neither of them were cheapies. Both bombs for Reese. Prolific blasts.
And if you want more banana ball history, the most home runs we've ever seen in a single banana ball game, 5. It has been tied tonight, and all of them have come from the party animals, no less.
They do set the team record for home runs in a banana ball game. Chase Acuff has been a part of the barrage. He went back-to-back with Hampton in the 3rd. It was only the 2nd time in banana ball history homers had been hit on back-to-back pitches. It was the first time it happened in the same inning, as that one is chopped under the glove of Gabe Howell, and Rack will fire it in to keep Acuff at first. Official scoring decision, Josh Dolevsky.
That's an E5 for Gabe Howell, just a play that he really needed to make. Took a little bit of a high chop, but I think came up with the glove on that second bounce just a little early, and that one, of course, skirted into left field.
I concur. Now Jake Skoll comes up empty on the Vulcan changeup. Wasn't the location Hosley dreams about, but the pitch is so nasty, you can get away with it, ending up right down the chute. Fires in another one. It's a 3-pitch mix. 4-seam fastballs, about 92, 93 miles an hour. And then the Vulcan change that you have now seen 3 straight pitches, and a 12-6 curveball that is an absolute banger of a bender. Finally comes at Skoll with the heat and evens up the count.
And Hosley has a ball to play with in this count. I'd imagine, with that being said, Hosley looks to go breaking ball low in the dirt and see if he gets a chase from Jake Skoll.
That ball stroked foul. We'll get another 2-2. I've been trying to get to this for 3 innings, and banana ball has not allowed me to do it because the game has just been so incredible. But we have to get the buzzword out to the people for the free pair of shoes courtesy of Zappos. We had 3 world's fastest innings. We had a pair of innings just longer than a minute. It's been bonkers. The buzzword tonight is bravo. Kind of feels apropos. Bravo to banana ball, because this has been a doozy. Jake Skoll is fooled. Ends up with a fastball right down Broadway as Hosley rings the bell and gets his first out here in the 9th.
That's almost like a gift from Jake Skoll, a pitch he definitely needs to be swinging at. Of course, Skoll not afraid to draw ball for sprints, but that one pretty easy for Vincent Chapman to ring him up on as Hosley jumps ahead of Cornett after swinging through a breaker.
Dalton Cornett wraps this one through the right side. Acuff will stop at second as Alexiadis fires it in. DC3 with his 2nd hit of the night, and an RBI triple back in the 1st. The Party Animals bats have awoken with an exclamation point tonight. Cutting a miss from Bryson Bloomer on the heater. Bloomer the donut hitter. This is the last chance for the full capacity crowd to be gifted free donuts courtesy of Duncan. That's the 12-6 curve, an ugly swing. A sword, as the kids would say. And Hosley has Bloomer up on the ropes. Cut and a miss! Gets him with the changeup. And everybody in Chuck Chansey Park gets free donuts courtesy of Duncan.
After the swing and miss from Bloomer, the Fresno fans erupt instantly, and Christian Dearman and some other bananas running out into the stands, throwing around some munchkins. And if there's anything Danny Hosley can find solace in tonight, it is that he struck out the donut hitter and gave the fans that gift.
You can always hang your hat on that. Tough to get more fans first than free sweet treats for everybody in the building. Tanner Thomas having a nice night. 2 for 4 as he is plunked and reaches for the 3rd time and will gritty his way to first base. As the bags are full, and Jason Swan trying to break down the door here. Party Animals lead by 4 points. Swanee could make this game out of reach in one fell swoop. He's ahead 1-0. Still looking to be invited to the party. 0 for 4 with 4 groundouts. And he's the Party Animals team leader in batting average. You simply can't predict Banana Ball. Jason came into the game hitting .350. Reaching base at a .402 clip. And that one misses below the knees. EJ wanted it. I don't think it was received perfectly. EJ going back to the tape would tell you that. This one gets away. Good job, though, by Jones Jr. to keep it close. As Acuff stays put at third. Cornette at second, Thomas at first. Payoff pitch coming with 2 outs to Jason Swan. The runners take off. And a heater's fouled away. Let's do it again.
That's the exact right pitch for Danny Hosley to go to 3-2. You can't allow the Party Animals to score any more points in this ball game. The count at 3-2, and you trust that you can pound the zone with that heater. Use the power to your advantage, and boy, runs this one about as inside on the hands as you possibly can. And that is the textbook definition of a self-defense swing from Swanee.
That was a gnarly two-seamer. We'll get a third payoff pitch. The runners take off again. That one called strike 3 around the bottom of the zone. Generous call at that. Here comes the young professor.
The Party Animals have tacked on 1 additional point. The score sits now 5 points for the Party Animals, point for the Savannah Bananas. But ladies and gentlemen, as the late great Yogi Berra once said, it ain't over till it's over. And I can tell you from experience, stranger things have happened. The Bananas must score here. 4 runs will tie it, 5 runs will win it. Fresno, California, make some noise because it all comes down to this.
Thank you, Mr. Young Professor, sir. Well, Danny Hosley does what Danny Hosley does. One of the best pitchers we've ever seen in this young sports history. He strikes out 3 to make it 28 Ks in 24 innings pitched, but he does give up the solo home run. 4 of his 7 runs earned on the tour have been on the long ball.
And it's the Bananas now with a tall task here in the final inning of play against Drew Gillespie, the tour leader in average minutes per inning this season, needing just 2 minutes and 48 seconds to record 3 outs on average. One of 2 Party Animals with an earned run average below 3 this season, a 2.12 ERA plus, and the Bananas overall batting just .225 against Gillespie this season, and he only allowed 1 ball 4 sprint last month.
A clean-shaven Drew Gillespie. This ball driven out to left by Michael D, but tracked down by Tanner Thomas. Good opposite field pop by the man out of Davie, Florida. But it is out number 1. Gillespie has retired all 4 Bananas he's faced. A foul out to a fan, a ground out, a strikeout, and the fly ball you just saw. Now he stares down Reese Alexiadis. Gillespie came in as Darth Vader. He's trying to secure a win for the dark side of Banana Land tonight. And the force is strong with this one. Gnarly changeup. He's an out away from the victory.
Beautiful execution from Gillespie. Had Alexiadis out in front of the 0-2 delivery. And now Eric Jones Jr., the only man standing in the way of the Party Animals' first win in the state of California.
They are 0-6 lifetime. One of those losses coming here in Fresno a year ago as EJ is plunked. And if a miraculous rally was to begin, that would be a pretty apropos start. The Manners need 3 base runners before they can dream of tying this inning. There is one. Danny Hosley will look to keep the carousel spinning. Gillespie working quickly. That one outside. EJ off to second. He steals it, and he's going to have third. Boy, surprising move from Jones Jr. When a perfect throw from Porter there would have ended the ballgame.
A surprising move at that from Eric Jones Jr. Not a guy who has run much in his banana ball career, but tries to do it at the right times, and here winds up paying off for the Bananas, and sometimes just getting that first point in the final inning can spark some insane rallies.
That one to the moon and back, and it's gonna come down in the Bananas dugout as Jason Swan tackles our first base camera. Emerson Elmgren looks to repair the tripod that took a beating. It's been a wild night for the Iron Horse of BTV. Another look here. Look out, Swanee. The Bananas still breathe. Not anymore. Danny, Drew is your father. Gillespie nails down the 2-inning save. And the Animals bounce back after dropping 3 in a row last weekend in Mesa. They take game 1 here in Fresno, 5-1.
One of the most perfect games the Party Animals have played all season. Doing everything right offensively. 5 home runs for the Bad Boys in black and pink. Great work from the openers in this ballgame. Dalton Ponce and Zack Blankenship. Brett Helton with 5 strong innings as well for the Party Animals. And then Drew Gillespie, their most dominant arm this season, comes in, finishes the job, and the Party Animals. Also tremendous work overall in the trick play department.
Here's Mike Vivacis.
Let's meet your 2024 Party Animals. Pitcher, Dalton Ponce, and catcher, Taj Porter. Our bullpen of Drew Gillespie, Garrett DeClue, Garrett Delano, Jake Lealios, Zack Blankenship, Dylan Porter, Ryan Rodriguez, Brett Helton, Sean Fluke, and Big Butter Higgins. Our infielders with Chase Acup, Dustin Baber, Jordan Hussein, Noah Fisher, Jason Swan, and Bryson Baluma. Our reserve catchers tonight of Dalton Cornett and Bronson Valholm. The Studley outfield of Reese Hampton, Jake Skoll, and Tanner Chicken Tender Thomas. And for that coaching staff, hitting coach Anthony Cremato, pitching coach Isaac Hess, and myself, head coach Mike Vivacis. Let's go!
Dominating win for the Bad Boys of Banana Land. They blast a single game team record 5 home runs. It tied the Banana Ball record that was set on April 26th on last year's tour, which included 3 home runs from the Party Animals, 2 from the Bananas to boot. This one completely done by the boys in black and pink, and that was a very impressive victory to improve to 14-19, a much-needed win for the Party Animals.
Well, when the Party Animals win, they win big, and usually it happens offensively. That was the case yet again tonight. 19 total hits from the Party Animals against the Bananas, 7 of which went for extra bases, of course. 5 of those were home runs, and we touched on their trick play abilities at the end of the ball game as well. The Party Animals, 9 trick play outs as a team tonight, combining for 17 overall between them and the Savannah Bananas. And again, they really executed the opener to perfection yet again. We saw them have success against it in Savannah in late March and early April. It pays dividends for them yet again. Dalton Ponce, early start, and he gets the Party Animals their first point of the ball game. Little bit of a shaky outing overall for Zack Blankenship, but the passed ball from Tosh Porter also hurt him just a little bit. And what the Party Animals wanted was to send one of their best banana ball pitchers out, as innings meant more and more tonight. And that's what they got out of Brett Helton, only allowing 1 run across 5 innings, and then turning it over to Drew Gillespie, who was still perfect in his save opportunities as well. This was a much-needed, almost a desperately needed win for the Animals overall.
Oh, I completely retweet that. I think this was a desperately needed win for a team that was scuffling a lot of tough losses. All 3 losses that they took in Mesa were gut-wrenching, especially the 9-8 defeat last Friday night in 3 rounds of showdowns, and then they followed that up with a 2-1 loss in which they had the lead in the 5th and the 8th innings of that ball game, but could not hold the door there. Robert Anthony Cruz, a big reason why in both of those scenarios. But holy moly, did they break out the bats tonight. Reese Hampton with a 2-homer game, only the 3rd time that has happened in banana ball history. Bryson Bloomer has the other 2. And then Chase Acuff, Taj Porter, and Noah Fisher all join in on the party. Acuff with home run number 4, Fisher and Porter with the first home runs in their banana ball careers.
And look, we're always excited to see banana ball first, so it was special moments for Noah Fisher and Taj Porter, and guys who overall have had their ups and downs on tour, and hopefully it means that they're in store for a really big month of May for the Party Animals, and hopefully they have a winning record across this next month as well. And something the Party Animals were talking about last night before showing up to the ballpark today was they were well aware that they had not won a game in California last season. But an important note that one Party Animal made, we haven't lost one yet this year. We've got a chance to go undefeated and turn the tides, and this was a big start for them, and hopefully they're going to parlay it into another win tomorrow night as well, which I think I'd expect another opener-type situation for them, seeing it work so well tonight.
If the Party Animals can do what the Bananas did last year and win all 6 games in the Golden State, then they will leave California tied 19 wins and 19 losses with the Bananas as we head over to Oklahoma City after that. But that is putting the carriage far in front of the horse. One more first that cannot be overlooked tonight. Jocelyn Allo becomes the first woman in banana ball history to notch a hit. She is now 1 for 3. Check that, 1 for 4 in her banana ball career, 1 for 3 on this world tour, and it was a scorcher. I wish we had TrackMan cooking, because the exit velo on that out to right center field was certainly no joke.
And what's more is she really put up an incredible fight against Brett Helton. Had to foul off a couple of pitches before she got that one on the outside portion of the plate, drove it into right center field. And really, again, the moment that sticks out from that hit is not only seeing her fired up at first base, but as soon as that ball found grass, you saw every single Savannah Banana pile out of that dugout. They wanted to run out and enter the field of play to just tap her on the helmet and celebrate with her. I mean, that is one of the lasting images that will probably endure from this year's World Tour.
Yeah, that is banana ball history right there. And the eruption from the full capacity crowd here in Fresno was the loudest they got all night long. So Jocelyn, congratulations on your first banana ball hit, the first of many to come. I am sure of it. Okay, before we shut this broadcast down, we do have to shout out the cast and crew, and we have to give away a pair of Hokas. Check that. Oh, Biko. Oh, Biko, it had been so long. A pair of shoes. They could be Hokas. They don't have to be Hokas. The important part is they're from our dear friends over at Zappos. Drum roll, please. Christy Rollins. Christy Rollins, congratulations on your new pair of shoes, courtesy of Zappos. Remember, they can be Hoka's, but we're not just going to corral you to that this year. We have a lot of options that the people at Zappos would like to bless you with. To shout out the cast and crew, it starts out with our California girls. That would be the Iron Horse of BTV, Emerson Elmgren, the first base camera woman who was dodging balls and players all night long, as per usual. Excellent work, M-Doggy, and our coordinating producer, Kylie Sadamka. Incredible work, Kylie. You just continue to be a superstar. When it comes to the Golden State dudes, that would be on the third base cam, Marcus Holcomb. Marcus, thank you for joining BTV tonight. Excellent work. Same goes for our high home cameraman, Clayton Franklin. We know him. We love him. He is the Clay Pimp. On the low home, it would be Lex Fowler, the Lexpert. Lexington, Kentucky battle star Galextica. Lex is as good as they come. On the center field cam, it is Jeff Haynes, our resident NASCAR legend right there. If you want a NASCAR question answered, I believe Jeff has it for you. He is the best. And our utility, miking folks up and doing so much behind the scenes, it would boggle your brains to try and comprehend it. Nick Keldy, a.k.a. Cowboy Kel Diggity, and DJ Squints, a man of many names and many skills. Okay, the crew that has to get out of the control room because they are 3 hours in the future on the other side of the country and did a tremendous job tonight. It starts with our director, Chad Reese, one of the coordinating producers of Bananas Television, dominating back home tonight, as well as his technical director, Mr. Griffin Ellis, who kills it on the keys, pressing all the right buttons at all the right times. On the replay, it would be Keegan Woods. One challenge tonight. Keegan, you killed it, as well as every other replay I saw. Terrific work, Keegster. And Katie Duke on the ones and the twos, handling the audio with tremendous skill. Katie, you are a superstar. The score bug dominated, and I mean dominated, by the man, the myth, the legend, Kwanzi, one name, you know him, and son of a gun if you don't love him. On the graphics, it was Julia Massey. On the statistics, being updated on said graphics, Mikey O'Connor, the best graphics duo this side of the Mississippi, and even on the other side as well. Our moderators in the chat, Colbite_ and Scott Thompson. A special shout out to our YouTube legend. That would be our YouTube king, Zach Zacharias, who is currently goofing around down on the boot. Enjoy your home state, buddy. And to our
video legend.
There it is. See, I combined the two, and I just threw myself off. Yeah, that is my roommate here in Fresno, the Italian rapscallion Chris Sacchi, the most gallant man to ever come out of the Granite State. Thank you so much, Mr. Josh Talevsky, on the color commentary and statistical savantry. You were exquisite tonight.
Bika Scala, just when I thought you couldn't continue to make more and more Star Wars references, you just upped the ante, which only proves that you are a play-by-play Jedi.
Oh, yeah. Slap that thing on the resume, baby. A big special thank you to Ryan Cox, Zack Blankenship, and Brett Helton for all getting mic'd up with us tonight. Thank you to the executive producers of BTV for letting us do all the wacky things we do. That would be Emily, Jesse, and Carrie Cole, as well as El Presidente, Jared Orton. I am Biko Scala saying so long for now. This was just the first of 3 games here in Fresno. We will be back here in Chuck Chancey Park, same place, same time tomorrow night. 7 p.m. Pacific time first pitch, 6:30 pregame show. It is going to be a blast, and we will see you there. Party Animals dominate in a 5-1 victory. Tomorrow night, Bally Live. That is and stadium. That is good to note. I am so thankful I thought of it just now. We will be on Stadium, so it is not the same place. It's the same place for us. We will be in the same place. It will be the same time. It will be on a different location as far as a platform. So Bally Live, watchstadium.com. You know it, and you can handle it. We are all over that thing. That's where we'll be tomorrow night, back on YouTube on Sunday for the day game. Okay, got all our bases crossed. We'll see you tomorrow night, and of course, we'll see you later!
It ain't his first lawn.